Hi, so I thought I'd give a quick pedalboard demo now that I've finally finished my board. I'm running through Egnator Tweaker right now into just a small 112 cab I have lying around. I usually have a oversized 212 of V30s at church, and right now I'm running through a guitar that I just finished refinishing. It's tough to see, but it's a really old custom Steve Morse from Ernie Ball, and let me give you the signal chain first. So it goes first into the Analog Man Sunface, then it goes into the CAE Wah, and from there it goes into the Disaster Area DPC5, which in there is loop 1 is the vintage, I believe it's 1975 Faves 90. Then it goes into the Koji Comp from Sir, then the Analog Man King of Tone, then the Bogner Ecstasy, then the Deluxe Memory Man, which I just got and I'm still getting used to. It goes from out of that into the Exotic EP Booster, which I use as a general thickener or as a solo boost. I actually play with this knob a lot as I'm playing. Then it goes MIDI into the timeline, and finally ends with the stereo wet. So dry signal into the Egnator, it's pretty dry. I always keep the wet on, so just gives some nice space. I can always, throw the depth up, throw the mix up a little bit, and have the whole ambient thing if I wanted to, but it's kind of rare that I actually do that. So I usually keep settings somewhere around there, just general good room sound. So completely bypass, I usually have just a little bit of tape, just a little bit of digital delay on from the timeline, and then I'll run like my fuzz into it. And sometimes just to boost that up a bit, I throw on the EP to thicken it a bit. And that's the fuzz, which is fuzzy. From there I just do setting 1 on the DPC, which is the Koji Comp, and just some tape delay. It's real pretty sound. And then the next one, it's the Koji again with the Deluxe Memory Man, which I don't know if it's gonna show on the video, but it makes it almost sound just absolutely 3D. That the analog really is different from the timeline. From there, it's just back to the short digital delay with the Analog Man King of Tone. red. So super versatile between the King and Tone and the EP booster. Then I go to a deluxe memory man setting that I made on the timeline way before I ever had this, but it sounds pretty cool. Pretty. From there, just into the Bogner. No delay, no nothing. It's just Bogner in the stereoette. If I want more, like if I want to go from the plexi type of sound to more Alice in Chains, this I guess. Add the boost. Add a little wah. Just fun. From there I go into my green patches, which is my super delay kind of ambient patches. The first one I call Wash, which I believe is just the Koji comp and a wash setting on my delay. It's like right on the verge of oscillation. Kind of a fun thing to do swells with. Next one I call Pearly Gates. It's with the ice setting with the timeline. Kind of set back in the mix so it mixes well. Then I have this one set up to be almost like an Echoplex sound, and I believe this is with the King of Tone.